You know that saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same? Well, happily for us, my friends, as you can see, we still have quite the traditional outlook with a right footprint over here at our very first museum, at the Memento Mile Museum, where we are continuing to work on the rest is prehistory. However, good news is things are changing! Things are really changing! Behold! I went ahead and I kind of went a bit bonkers. I decided the time had come for some really big changes to the facility. And so I may have made a giant box. Yeah. It's not much to look at right now. I'm just gonna say that out front. I know it. I understand that it is absolutely not much to look at right now. However, I am quite hopeful that soon we will be able to transform this into something more than a very creepy giant box with random people who are clowns walking around. That is kind of scary, I'll admit it. That this is very much the world's worst convention all over again. Hey, a pigeon just flew by though. But that's because we went and now that we know more about being an excellent museum curator, and we'll give ourselves a little pat on the back just to say that, we know that it is actually very important to have plenty of room to work, and very few things want to work outside. And we're probably going to, well, we're definitely going to be breaking this area up quite a bit when it comes to giving us enough space to have some aquariums here, some cave people there, time portal, you know, the roller coaster from the Space Monkeys. Yeah, our museum, that's not even including the robots yet. Look, things can get a little bit chaotic, but I think it's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna work on, let's see, attract 25 professor guests through marketing, reach museum level 29. All right, I think we're doing some marketing now, because we do have a new marketing room here in our new greenhouse, which looks a lot better than our old greenhouse, even if we absolutely need to replace. We don't even have pristine plants. I want to laugh and scoff and be like, "Pah, who doesn't even have pristine plants?" But the answer is us. We don't even have the pristine plants. And now that we're here again, I have to say I'm extremely excited to see what's going to happen with the herbaceous greens. We haven't even gone to that edible plant spot yet. We have so much more to continue to try to discover. The lethargic river with the dancing trees and the flagon fruits. Come on, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to explore over there too. Since we already have the folding trap and the blooming buffoon, I know this is a very traditional. No, you know what? No. I wanna see some new plants. I wanna see some new plants. We have the dancing tree, the flagon fruit. Do I have the people who could come and endure visiting here? Plant photographer Sharon! Hi! I think you might be, wow, we need to hire more people. You might be able to come here with guide Adelaide Faye. Why does it have to be tropical storm season? We're not gonna worry about that right now. Volcanist Ellie. Everybody all together with a survey scanner and a detailed survey, because we've barely started going to the lethargic river. That might help us out. So let's do that. Excellent. And since we have that started, I do think getting some more robots in place would definitely help us out. Do we actually have any materials for robots? Oh, we have been collecting a few materials for robots. I completely forgot about that. Excellent. I think we can risk making, okay, well, I want to make a Dowson Dose spa sooner than later, because I have a feeling I'm about to start sending our staff out on some somewhat precarious propositions for adventure. And we have, oh, there we go, yes! Okay, so we do have a robocharger. So if we have a robocharger, let's get, do I want a robo janitor? Like to clean the toilets and things, or a robo security guard to get those going? Let's get a robo janitor started. And then we're gonna send another crew of our janitors off to gather some whirly cogs. And I probably need to hire more people, to be honest, because we really have plenty of room for more people to come and like learn a little bit more. Oh wow, yeah, we're gonna need more people, like for sure, because there's a lot that could be done here. All right, and then can I do a speedy adventure with you guys? I don't have any of my janitors trained in being able to like go fast and zoom their way down the little mine shafts. Okay, well, now I know what we're gonna be doing there. Did I completely get rid of the library? No, we have the library where our staff can come over and learn new things tucked over in this corner. Goodness me, we have a lot that we could improve. But the moral of the story is that we are here now, and improve we will. So we're going to work on the prehistory. We're hopefully going to go ahead and very soon here, we're going to, let's move these over. We're going to gather up the golden fish as well. I do not think we have the staff capable at this location just yet to collect said beautiful golden fish, but we're gonna try figuring out who we can move in. Let's see, can I do that? And we just pretend that the staff can totally wiggle into this little corner? Maybe? There we go. I really like the idea of having like little bookshelves that our staff can go down. We need to have a supernatural guide as well so that we can bring in some of the dusty materials. And oh, absolutely, we need to have like like we can expand over here at some point and own this, and imagine having just a dusty archive, like a Dusty County archive. That would be amazing. Also, our expedition's back already. Huzzah! Dang, you guys are just going so fast. And we can put training awards all over the walls in order to increase our training power. It looks like the training lecterns actually increase it even better. That's exciting. I love that idea. Maybe we have like a archivist. So let's put in a request for a supernatural person, to like a supernatural expert to come, and we can imagine that they clearly are our new library archive personnel, because they're going to be helping us out. There we go. There we are. And then that should help train our staff pretty well. Oh my goodness. Let's get another, can I get another desk maybe over here? And yes. And I think that's all we need in this corner right now, because we also need to start making some money. And if we're gonna make the money, I need to get more exhibits and our fish. All right. Obviously, if I'm already saying, oh, wait, we need to go ahead and we need to like hire someone to become a supernatural expert who can help us out with gathering old books from dusty bookshelves, we need to slow our roll a little, because we did go out on that big wild set of expeditions in order to discover the Woodlandian treasure trove and to be able to gather up some of the goldfish that are there, since I think the goldfish actually gain their wealth over time, and we now know how to breed them very well. So if we want to prevent our staff from disappearing into the depths forever and not returning, we're going to need somebody trained in fish whispering, somebody trained in like being able to actually manage our submarine while underwater, and we need to be prepared for people to come back feeling pretty sick because they're level 2. Oh, the poor newbies. What am I going to be doing to you poor newbies? Oh no. All right, I think we're gonna send our janitors, if I have them available, back out again to gather more of the whirly cogs. And I mean, I'm gonna need to train somebody in being able to fly. Fish rescuer Abby, you're gonna learn fish whispering. And then I'm gonna need to like get a lot more people working for us, which is gonna be a little bit tricky. Haha! And Welcome, Raya. You're going to be one of our, how about wild jungle botanist, Raya. Welcome. I think we'll probably want to get you doubled up in your survival skills fairly soon. And Plant Spy Glarn, you are an analytical snake charmer, so I'm actually going to give you analysis power. And then Plant Propagator, pardon me, Molly, we're going to have you get a little bit of experience in those survival skills as well, because it turns out that we have a lot of man-eating plants, and like person-eating plants, I should say, because I don't think they really discriminate. They just will eat anybody they can. And it turns out you need a lot of survival skills to recover from that. We made $6 last month. That takes a certain kind of dedicated, hilarious effort. However, we do now have our robo-janitor, and you know what? I feel like our robo-janitor probably is needed the most. Ooh! Oh wait, I was hoping that was the Lethargic River Hall, but it actually was like our really awesome janitors, the human ones, bringing back some whirly cogs. And I think I can send them back out to go and gather. Come on, guys. I think I can send them back out to go and gather up some more of the metals. But if I was going to train the other person for our treasure trove, we send 2 janitors with a marine life expert, so we need at least 1 janitor who can learn how to manage the minecart. And it looks like Plant Hero Finny, you're probably going to be the best, and you're a globetrotter too. It's perfect. We'll get you double pilot wings, so we'll get you in there. Like, you could learn how to fly. With us, it's not only a helicopter, it's minecarts, submarines, space rockets. Like, who even knows what else? Oh gosh, what else do we have with the astral planes and trains, actually, when you go on the supernatural adventures. And if I had to pick an area that we probably need a robot janitor the most, honestly, let's come over here, because this is where people get a few little desserts, and they in the past have had a nice little sit down over here, but I think it's finally time to add something new for people to look at in this corner, and we're gonna put in the brand new RoboCharger. And if I could just, okay, nice and tidy. Okay, let's see if I can wiggle that. There we go. But we're going to place in the brand new RoboCharger so that we can also put in the brand new RoboJanitor. Dun dun! And I think I'm gonna name this one Keyring. I don't know why. It's just the first name that came to mind when I was thinking about how cool it would be to have another robot and what we might name them. And I think, yep, for the first time ever, we're gonna have zones. It's been so long since we've had zones here. I'm gonna need to double check where we want to send everybody, because our staff are gonna need to have some time to like rest, and you can't overlap zones. But for now, I'm just gonna expand to this whole place, and we'll make more zones. So this is going to be the main building. We'll make more zones so that we can sort everything out in a little bit here. But let's make sure that our robot, Keyring, which is just such a charming name, isn't it? He's repairing a whole bunch of things. He's just ready to go. We want to make sure that he is going to stay at the main building so that we don't lose track of him, and so that he can go ahead and get himself security guards, janitors. Keyring! Main building it is! Money losing we are. Okay, let's see. The Twisted Torso statue. I'm gonna put that. I can't believe like how many places we now have to improve and how much we have learned since we were last here. This is gonna be quite exciting. How? Somebody's vandalized my donation stand? Thief! I'm gonna need security on that. Oh, and the crew came back from the Lethargic River. They got lost, and there was also a tropical storm, but nobody came back sick, so that's awesome. And they brought back a pristine dancing tree. I'm so happy right now. Hello, little friend. We're gonna have you come and we're gonna have you do a little dance. Look at this cute little plant. I need to make sure that it's near a mister so that it can stay nice and humid. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. We could have a little luau. As somebody who is indeed Hawaiian in cultural or like in heritage, then I am very excited about this. And yes, I know we need security too. Oh my word. Do we have anything that kind of looks like hibiscus yet? Kind of these cup flowers, but not quite what I'm looking for. However, I'm really happy with this. Look at the that little hula hooping plant makes me very happy. All right, so there's so much to fix, so much to do. Can we go and get our golden goldfish to kind of start with sort of a temple-esque area? Let's see. Fish Rescuer Abby, level 2? We're sending poor level 2 and level 5 staff members off to the depths? I mean, yes. And this is a little bit, it feels a little bit unfair to them. I'm not gonna lie. But the point is, we're gonna start making some good money from those fish. And if we were going to continue working on, do I wanna go to the Lethargic River again? There's so many places. And we still need to like turn on our cave person time portal. And let's see, the professors are some of the researchers who are currently here. We haven't even gone to discover more of the different bone types we can have. You know what? Let's actually see. If we want to go to the herbaceous gardens and open that up, we need our botany experts to really gain more botany skills. The Lethargic River has dancing trees and flagon fruits. We're just barely starting with being able to explore with them. I think it is definitely worth it to go back and to try to find some more, even if that's an extremely long survey, and now I'm kind of doubting if that was a good idea or not. I'm so excited about the idea of being able to expand our garden zones though. And speaking of that and some of the other expansions, I am kind of thinking that this is going to become like kind of a giant temple greenhouse sort of zone. We can actually connect-ish these two buildings at some point, which would be awesome. And so that means that our first fish tank for fingers crossed golden fish might be over here, because we might end up with multiple gardens and multiple like golden fish tanks. And I say that because the golden fish, if they do end up making you a lot of money, if you get them really happy and set everything up, I bet they don't breed really easily. So we might have them be buddies with another fish species that might have some little fish babies a little easier for us. Let's see. And then be able to make money that way. Can we do kind of like a puzzle piece? This might be interesting and give us a little bit more room to have the fish move around and people to like go in and look at the exhibit a little better. If we make it sort of like a puzzle piece shape instead of just the usual square. Plus, you know, keeping it a little bit varied does feel pretty interesting. Flake food dispenser right over here. I'm warily keeping an eye on the money, trying to make sure we don't run out of said money. And we could put the cute little breeding cup right in the center. There we go. Let's just see how many fish. So we want to make it so the capacity can reach 20 fish. And after 20 fish, like a capacity worth 20 fish. After that, you can't really have any more. You can't have any more. So even if you continued to make the tank larger, we wouldn't be able to bring more fish in. So, almost there. I think we might have an expansion there. So Oh, a new floating fish has been farmed in Floating Hopes Reef. I forgot we even had a reef over there. I'm sorry, Floating Hopes. Don't go belly up on me just yet. Let's see, what about now? Okay, so we have enough capacity for... Okay, one more fish capacity available. And almost... If we get this maxed out, then it doesn't matter if they're big fish, small fish. Big fish just take up more capacity spots each time. And now we can go ahead and see the Woodlandian treasure trove! Unfortunately, Marsh Midge Lentils is indeed feeling rather seasick. But the fact that they... Oh! It's the coral cornet! Oh! Underwater clout hat. Oh my word. You know what? We'll go ahead and we will keep it for now. How dare people think this is boring, by the way? Because come on, it's an underwater clout hat. Who wouldn't want to be able to like learn a little bit more about this? I think we could go ahead and maybe like put it, I mean, it's like a royal treasure hat, but I could see how you'd want to see the golden fish a little bit more. But I can't believe people think that's boring, honestly. And it wants to be next to a donation stand because I think it feels very confident that obviously people should care and provide like gold to taxes basically for royalty. I need to take care of our sick staff member. Our Lethargic River crew is still coming back. But at least I remembered we were trying to get the golden fish. And I have a feeling, oh dear, Marsh Midge, you're just trying to fight off your seasickness. There's a whole bunch of repairing of different things going around. Oh dear. All right, back up. Let's see. Who do I need? Okay, Plant Hero Finny and Inventor Librarian of Space. I'm gonna have both of you go out on this expedition. We'll make it a nice detailed one again because I want to make sure that we have a chance of bringing back a high quality golden fish. And I need some survey scanners, don't I? I also need some money, don't I? Well, maybe it's about time to... No, Jumbo Marketing, get back! I've just barely started fixing this, okay? Maybe it's time to start working on some of the other things like the Dowson Dose. We'll get that up and going because it's a huge, cool science project. And we will... Let's see. I think it's a good thing I didn't get distracted by trying to hire a whole bunch of supernatural experts. And I hope that it's a good thing that I have been steadily focusing on trying to make sure that let's get the tour set up a little nicer. There we go. But I think it's a good thing that we have been steadily focusing on trying to pull together a little bit of money. Oh my gosh. Okay, I might need to focus harder on the whole money thing. But I was trying to get the fish here so we could have the baby fish. Baby fish equals money, right? All right, and Lethargic River has come back. This crew actually had a perfect excavation, so the exhibit they brought back might be really fantastic. And a pristine flagon fruit! A swig of nature's finest, which increases drink but decreases toilet comfort. Better make sure that's near where the bathrooms are, but I'm very excited to welcome it to our... There we go, to our museum. Oh, it's so cute! All right, well, let's see. And guests gain 1 knowledge, entertainment. I would love to give it something for the botany. If I can send near a vine column is what it wants. But if we can send some of our staff out so that they can go and collect up the botany perks from the science facility, then we'd be able to take good care of our flagon fruit here, which I would really love to do. I adore our plants so much. I'm so happy we can put the vines over the windows now. It's just making me thrilled. Oh, look at that. This is going to be a really beautiful, fun place to hang out, even if you possibly want to be a little bit more careful when it comes to drinking the weird nectar out of our random plants. I won't say I didn't warn you, because maybe I didn't warn you, but, you know, if I also don't say I didn't warn you, then doesn't that double down on, like, keeping myself out of trouble, maybe? Oh, look at that! A photographic memory bookworm with analysis ability for, survey skills. Photographic memory globetrotter. Oh, man. All right. I think I need analysis most of all. Who has vandalized my money again? And we're going to welcome Honeymint. So Honeymint, you're actually going to be goldfish, or how about koi pond keeper. There we go, Honeymint. Oh my gosh, and the dose and douse is done just now too. That's kind of hilarious. I sort of love the idea that it's somewhat over here, kind of like it's a miniature spa zone. Should I have it over here? Like the goldfish, like you're just relaxing by the goldfish and their fanciness? Like a royal person hanging out in your bathtub and just being like, yes, let them eat vanilla cake and goldfish crackers. Maybe. We could probably block off the little bathroom area and make it so that this spot could be a bit fancier. And okay, what about now? Okay. And then our staff could start using this zone. And we could even put down the mega map to kind of brag about, well, we could probably put down a normal map while we're over here too. And then maybe some more science-y things. Honestly, I feel like these valve planters mix very, very well with our science and our aquatic areas when we have those overlapping. Oh, heck. All right, we're gonna have some fun with this, I think. Oh, my word. All right, my friends. Chaos continues, but when does it not? And I have to say, after the months and months of very carefully crafting and tending to our facilities, it is really nice to see how we are steadily getting ourselves to a point and a place where we're able to at least know what needs fixed. Hopefully. Did I assume I knew it needed fixed before we knew it needed fixed? Yes. Let's just say we're to a place where we're open to interpretations. What? The Atlantean treasure trove people got back? Oh, Plant Hero Finny, you're feeling seasick too. I need to go ahead and grab you something. Is this my goldfish? My goldfish! Average quality. That's okay. That's okay. You know who you're gonna be, little goldfish friend? As you settle in here. Oh my gosh. Holy canoodles. Okay. We're a 3-star museum. People really liked our goldfish. The county hasn't seen such an assortment of okay, people like the goldfish. Of ancient artifacts since prehistoric times, or possibly the car boot sale in Smoggity Industrial Park. So, we just unlocked the cave floor, prehistory partition, the ice walls, and the cave blue. And then, oh my gosh.
Some positive news now. Excellent. As the 2 Point Museum is receiving rare rave reviews, with new leadership providing more stability and less running away. Asked for comment by 2 Point Radio, a recent guest had this to say. It's great. There's all sorts of stuff. It looks pretty much like a museum. I'm sure they'll be using that particular quote in promotional material soon, if they're not already.
Yay? Those poor people. We are now Curator Class 7. We have received kudos, and now our museums can go up to 6 stars. I didn't know that was a thing that could even happen. The Museum of Everything. Oh! The county wants its flagship museum to be a monument to enlightenment, sure to amuse any and everyone. Variety is the spice of life, worth the price of admission. Prove you can make a successful, large, diverse museum to receive a 4-star rating. This test will scrutinize the breadth of your collection and the depth of your knowledge. Oh! I just got hiccups because this was all so sudden. I wasn't expecting it. Quarterly profit, guest with knowledge. Oh wow, okay, and buzz. Oh my goodness, I really do have hiccups. It startled me so much. All right, well, we're gonna need to see what we pull off next. I thought we had to finish researching the entire prehistory collection. It turns out that wasn't the case, which is really good for us. And I mean, I guess people really like goldfish. So, ahoy mateys? Oh wow, there's a lot of people who are kind of needed for important projects, taking good care of our fish though. I think it's time to go ahead and welcome. Okay, I think Plant Hero Finny is actually getting treatment for seasickness. I think it's time to go ahead and, no, oh, Marshmidge, you're good. Oh my gosh, are you cured? For real? Okay, but, all right. And I'm also, oh, I really don't want that to blow up. I forgot about the blowing up part. We probably need to get some more science experts in here to avoid the blowing up part. We've got this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.